It is Tuesday, February the 18th, the Hopeless Fan Podcast. Back to you guys, Zach and Scotty joining me today. We'll do some For Your Reference as usual. We'll have our Doghouse of the Week. We'll recap All-Star Weekend, the XFL happened, the Astros cheating scandal, Scotty's new business maybe, some irrational NFL.com reactions, and then our favorite NFL Family Feud returning. So that's our show for today. Here comes the intro, guitar solo by Zach. Now I just forced Zach to do a guitar solo.
You need me to go back across the room and get my guitar? Because you didn't tell me I was going to be doing this on air.
Nope. You can enter it in there.
Okay.
But now just know, the viewers know now that I just did that on air to guarantee that you are going to...
It's expected
or I could
now,
just
there's
edit
no
it
way
out
of it.
that you ever asked for it.
Well,
That'd be a real bitch move.
Yeah, that's like a swirly avoiding move.
You're right. I would never stoop that low.
So just give us
I could never.
A lot of people are used to your best 4 seconds, Zach. So give us your best 4-second guitar solo and just rip it in there, and then it goes right into our intro, and then we're off and running. Deal?
You got it, man.
All right, you got it. All right, awesome. We'll start with For Your Reference, and guys, I want you to take yourself back to 2007. So Zach, you and I would have February of 2007. Zach and I would have been in 7th grade. Scotty would have been in 8th grade. UConn women's basketball.
Yeah, bitch.
UConn women's basketball is now number 6 in the AP poll. It is the first time they're out of the top 5 since February 5th, 2007. So they haven't had to worry about their rankings since then. What were you guys worried about February 5th, 2007? If you could just take a guess. Your middle school self.
I was worried about not getting my sermon notes turned in because I was still going to a Christian school at the time. We had 8 classes, and our 8th class was, like middle school you had like 7 periods or whatever.
Right.
We had 8 because one of them was Bible class, and we had to take sermon notes at church on Sunday, and it was part of our grade turning them in to Bible class on Mondays.
Yikes.
So we had to go to church. It wasn't an option. And if we couldn't go to church, we had to listen to a sermon online or just do our own reading from the Bible.
Oh, I'd rather do that. Yeah.
I would rather do that, but my parents made me go anyway. So.
Ugh. Scotty, what about you? 8th grade Scotty.
Yeah, I was worried about trying to not lose the P I needed to grow for science class.
I was about to say I was worried about pussy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That goes without saying.
I was worried about trying to avoid my middle school girlfriend at all times because I didn't want to see her. I was afraid she might break up with me if she sees me. So if I just avoid her. Yeah,
she thought that
might
Mr.
not
Hines was gonna cut you in half with his medieval sword.
Yeah, so I was just anytime. I remember specifically, it might have been a year or two before this, but I saw the neighborhood market in Waynesville is the only place to get groceries unless you go out of your way to Walmart or Kroger or something like that. And saw her in the big reflection mirror an aisle over, and did anything I could to not see her. And
oh yeah, those mirrors they use to deter shoplifters.
Exactly. So I saw her as did the most I turned into Stevie Wonder. Well, I wasn't blind. I made her turn into Stevie Wonder. It was the reverse Stevie Wonder, and I did it so well. It's hiding behind a shelf full of honey buns and Little Debbie's for 10 minutes. My parents had to go to the help wanted desk, be Shelby Turner, and then I was exposed to the girl who knew I was hiding from her. The end. I was worried. I was also worried about texting and it was 10 cents a text and not sending too many. They're prepaid minutes.
I didn't get a cell phone until 8th grade. Jeez. So I didn't even have a cell phone yet.
I was worried about if the women's UConn women's basketball team would win it all. They dropped
I was worried about my tech deck collection.
I was worried about Carson Palmer maybe never making it back to the way he was.
I was worried about like LimeWire not just destroying my entire house when I tried to get music from it. It's like, it's like, why does it take 2 hours to check your email? What happened to this computer? It's like, I don't know.
I was worried about if I was gonna catch a. I was
That's
worried
weird,
about
Dad.
if I was gonna catch a beating for forgetting if it was trash night or not. So I had to take the trash cans down, but they wouldn't remind me. They would let me forget and then punish me the next day.
Yeah, my school had market day where you could order frozen foods and you'd have to pick them up, and it would be my job to remember it, and never did. So we'd be sitting around the kitchen table eating dinner, and my mom would be like, "Oh my God, I forgot market day," and I'm like, "Oh my God, you did." And then we'd have to go up to the elementary school, and like our box would be the only one sitting there because we're the only ones that forgot, and I'd have to go in and be like, "Yeah, here's my mom's check." Whoops.
I was worried about the UNICEF drive.
Worried about getting enough canned food donations so that my team could play dodgeball against the teachers.
I was worried about getting a job, being one of the only kids in 8th grade to have a job at like Wendy's that took a bus in the middle of period that would work for like 2 hours so I could support my fam.
I was worried about like wearing jeans in gym class and like sweating too much, so I was like a tomato for the rest of the day. It's simpler times.
You don't want to catch hell from Chip King, do you?
Our listeners all know who that is. Okay.
Exactly.
Good segment there. That's what we were worried about in 2007. We were wondering if the Colts-Bears Super Bowl would live up to the hype. Of course it did. Everyone remembers that. All right, Doghouse of the Week. And I have a pretty good one, but I'll start with you guys, whoever wants to go.
Okay.
Pause for a second. My AirPods lost battery. I need
fudge.
to use different ones.
Fudge.
Hold on.
Shelby, who was your girlfriend in 7th grade? Oh, yeah. Damn, bro. Are we Eskimo brothers?
God, I wish. No, my 7th grade self didn't tap that. I tried to avoid her just as much.
Who was that redhead chick that was a grade below us? Remember what I'm talking about? Skinny, real skinny, redhead.
No.
I can't remember her name. We had one of those like relationships where we just smiled across the cafeteria because we didn't have any classes together.
I remember I sat near Miss Olivan's class in 7th grade, and I had Skyline for lunch, and that class was immediately after. And I ripped a giant ass fart in Miss Olivan's class, and I went home and I'm like, you know, if I killed myself, it like wouldn't be the worst thing because I already experienced that.
It was funny in 7th grade. I didn't give a shit about farting in class. Like I would just do it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. I didn't care.
That sounds like a fucking Zach thing to do in any phases of life.
Seventh grade, and then senior year of college were like the 2 times where I did not care if I ripped ass in class.
See, I had anxiety because if I ate lunch, I would immediately get gas because Miss Olivan was that teacher. If you asked to go to the bathroom, she's like, "Can it wait?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, sure." And it would just make me even more anxious, so it'd make me have to fart more. And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is coming out!" And then the one time the floodgates opened, and I was like, "I will never live this down. I have to fake a heart attack or something.
Move to another state."
I just like come home from school like, "Mom, we probably don't want to stay in this house forever, right?"
How's Alaska this time of year?
Yeah, it's like, here's a listings from Greensboro, North Carolina. Like Greensboro, North Carolina. Lovely Victorian era home with a wraparound. It's like, we could make this work. It's like, you could go back to work.
Shelby, it's like your parents could be like, "Shelby, why are you watching HGTV?" Why have you bookmarked
the dial-up internet just came on, and the last search was drinking bleach. Like, effective? Question mark. It wasn't me, bitch. I didn't type that, bitch.
No, but you guys want to seriously know what I was worried about in 8th grade?
What was it?
Lay it on me.
It was like if Ned Declassified was ever gonna end up with that like tomboy looking girl.
You talking about Susie Crabgrass?
No,
is that what her name was?
No, it was Jennifer Mosley. But now I think of Mose, I just think of The Office. So now, like, my imagination of Ned getting with Mose is like really effed up.
It's like sick. Susie who was Susie Crabgrass in the show?
That was the Hispanic chick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The guy I liked from that show was the guy who always had the basketball spinning on his finger.
Do you guys remember the embarrassing itch episode where he's like basically the whole episode he's trying to find somewhere private he can scratch his nuts?
No,
I don't either.
That was a great episode.
No, I don't. Zach, I think that was a spinoff you saw on a dirty.
No,
website.
it's an episode. You can Google it. It's an episode. I'm about 99% sure.
Remember Coconut Head?
Yeah, Coconut Head with a bowl haircut.
I just love it. Those were their names.
I only remember that show like nowadays for one reason. It's because he like found shoes that were signed by Carmelo Anthony or something, and then he and Carmelo Anthony
when he was a Nugget.
Yeah, it was when he was a Nugget, and he was like in a thought bubble the whole time acting in the show, like telling him to do the right thing.
Gosh. I just remember one of the episodes I remember is when they were orchestrating the atomic flush that would get them out of school, where they just flushed every toilet in the school at the same time, and like the school like jumped like 10 feet in the air and landed.
This is great. We should,
of course.
just cancel the sports podcast. Just have a podcast reminiscing on Nickelodeon shows from our childhood.
Yeah, that's good.
Did we turn this podcast into Nickelodeon?
When we get into the dog days of summer and we're just talking baseball the whole time, like I think that's the direction we're going to end up going. So, brace for impact. Yeah. Talking about brace for impact, my doghouse of the week is going to be asteroids. Because
what a segue,
right? So back last week, we missed everybody on Thursday, which was the 13th, and back then this article was posted.
I hate Thursdays the 13th.
Yeah. Why?
I won't ever do a podcast on Thursday the 13th. Anyway, an article was
NASA
posted.
confirmed that an asteroid larger than the tallest man-made structure in the world is currently traveling towards Earth at a speed of almost 34,000 miles per hour. So, so potentially hazardous.
Are we
that fast,
die?
Huh?
Wait.
The potentially hazardous asteroid could come to intersecting with our planet's Earth on February 15th, 2020. So that would have been Saturday at 6:05 in the morning.
Oh.
So it would trigger a nuclear.
I would have already been at work. I would have. You know what? Yeah, 6:05 is probably the worst time for me to be at work. It's the most stressful.
Because you already woke up.
When we're all loading
and
up.
You already woke up.
Right. Yeah, and I'd be like, if an asteroid were to hit 6:05 on a Saturday, would be the perfect time for it to just land right dead center in my face.
Okay. Well, it'd be better if it was like 4 in the morning, so you were sleeping and then you just died, because it would have triggered a nuclear winter and mass extinction events.
Oh yeah, it would set the atmosphere on fire.
Yeah, so I would have been sleeping, but it missed us by a few. Guess how much it missed us by?
Probably like 12,000 miles.
12,000?
Yeah.
I'm saying 13 billion.
A few million. So Zach wins. He didn't go over. But yeah, a few million miles. So nice for.
That's how it usually ends up. It's like it's either gonna hit us dead center in the middle of the Earth's equator, or it's gonna miss. It ends up missing us by like 10 billion miles.
It's
like, do you realize how close we came? But if you think about it in perspective, like a few million miles, like you realize how far away even the moon is. Like I guess that's a little bit.
Yeah, it's either gonna hit right in Fountain Square in Cincinnati, or it might hit Pluto. It's like, we just don't know. We don't have the facts yet. It's like, why would you report it? It's like, just
this is just based on our calculations and our equations.
Just
and the
let me know if
have.
Bruce Willis needs to go up there and teach it a lesson, or like.
Yeah, you guys, an asteroid is coming down.
Yeah,
we talked about this on the podcast.
Except this time we'll leave Ben Affleck behind.
You don't have 24 hours. An asteroid's coming down. What do? You have 30 seconds to live.
What kind? Well, I think what
I'd
the
probably,
fuck
like,
do
take
you
a
do?
shit.
You just like lay there?
What kind of scientists? What kind of scientists do we have if they don't know that it's gonna definitely hit us until 24 hours? Like, you guys weren't tracking this thing. Like, you're just like, oh, we have all these satellites and these telescopes, and it's like this motherfucker came out of nowhere.
It's like they're really just like the whole time.
Zach, you're dodging
like
the most
if you had 30
important question.
seconds, like, oh my god, I asked for 30 seconds. Like, what would you do? You'd probably, in reality, you'd probably call someone, and be like, hey, you should probably get yourself tested, or be like, I love you.
I have a huge
I
secret.
would probably be like, oh my god, I cannot die with clothes in my room on the floor. Like, they have to be hung up. So I don't. Yeah,
I'd probably try to get. Well, 30 seconds. I don't know what I would do, but if I had a little bit more time, I'd probably try to go to a strip club for the first time.
Oh my god, really? Hold on.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like the most depressing thing you could ever do.
Well, if I've never been to one
Zach's at a
before.
strip club on Tuesday morning.
I don't want to spend it
Yeah.
with my wife. I want to try to hit it up a strip club.
Yeah, you
that
need
I've
a
never
strip
been
club.
to.
Your dogs will be barking out of the wazoo.
I could not live with myself if I died before hearing another Molly bark.
I spend enough time with my dogs and my wife. I've never been to a strip club.
Zach would probably like use his DoorDash Fast Pass like one more time. Be like, you guys are suckers for not ordering this too. Like,
They'd be like, Zach's like, wow, these prices are ridiculous for the great asteroid
I would honestly,
launch.
maybe not 30 seconds, Scotty, but like a realistic like crunch time. You have time to do one thing, like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I would
15.
like go get out. I would take every cent to my name and go put it on red or black. Just like, you're gonna die anyway if you win or lose. So why not just have that rush?
Yeah.
But I would lose, and then it'd be like,
Yeah, and then you win, and you're like, what the fuck am I going to use this for?
Or you lose, and it's like, oh, that asteroid just barely clipped us. It's just going to be winter all year. Like, wait a minute. Like, I need that.
Now
It's like
I can't afford the air conditioning
Right.
now. Oh shit!
That's like Shelby's version of Groundhog Day. He's like, oh, it's going to be 4 more months of disaster for Shelby.
But now I have $7 in pocket change to my name. Anyone else have a doghouse?
Oh no, somebody's gonna have to sell their Tiburon.
Yeah, I've got a doghouse. Kevin Gilbride, the coach that's holding back the best quarterback in the XFL, Matt McGloin.
Oh, yeah. Tough day for the stock Scotty bought in Matt McGloin. Because he might...
it's in there.
Yeah.
It's in the DMs, in the podcast.
Just because I don't want to exaggerate here, but he might have had the worst day for an XFL quarterback in the history of the league. That includes 2001.
Which is
that
is saying
come on.
Name a worse
Come on
performance.
now. The dude who played the Seattle or the St. Louis Battlehawks last weekend. The backup for Josh Johnson.
I have to check the tape on that, but just the fact that Matt McGloin also doubled down when he got to the on-field interviews where he's like, yeah, like, we suck. The whole game plan needs to suck. It's like, oh, the game plan that has you as the starting quarterback needs reworked. It's like,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Yes.
But the game tape from game 1 spoke a
Was he
different
that
story.
good?
Okay, he looked good. I honestly just saw like one pass. It was a wheel route where he threw him open. I was like, oh, this
You
might.
had Jay
I love him
Cutler
now.
to Matt Forte.
This dude's my Trevor Siemian. Yeah, dude.
It's a wheel route.
I was like, these dudes might be in the Hall of Fame by the time.
Wheel
fucking
routes and
week 3
checkdowns.
ends.
It doesn't take much to impress Scotty.
So the XFL in week 2 obviously took a back seat to the shock value of week 1. Just same thing happened to the AAF real quick. So 3 out of the 4 games were kind of stinkers. Unders hitting all 3, the first 3. The first 2, 27-0, 17-9. Except the 17-9, my Seattle Dragons beat the Vipers, Tampa Bay. And like it came down to the last play of the game, so that was kind of nice. Then my Dallas Renegades won 25-18. Then the Houston Roughnecks beat St. Louis 28-24. So honestly, not a lot of.
How about PJ Walker though?
Oh, for Houston?
Yeah.
No,
I'm jumping on that train, and I'm switching.
I don't even remember who I picked besides the Defenders.
Oh, God.
But
you didn't
the
pick the
Defenders
Defenders.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did. They were the number 1 pick, you dipshit.
Jesus.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% positive.
Well, they look like the
Cardale
favorite
Jones,
to win.
still undefeated as a starter.
Yeah, this is the best an Ohio State quarterback has looked in the pros since like Terrell
Ever.
Pryor had that 1,000-yard receiving season. So yeah, XFL
Or
taking a
since,
back seat. Go ahead.
Or since Dwayne Haskins had that one touchdown, did he even throw one this year?
No, he's stuck, dude.
He fucking sucks.
Dude, but yeah, when that time Haskins like won a game but didn't finish it, like they had to get Case Keenum kneel down specialist. So yeah, XFL, we'll have to see what their ratings come back, but I doubt it's as good as week 1. But it's still football. I'm not going to complain about it, and it's a great way to stay in shape. And there's 8 weeks left in the regular season, so still looking good. Both of my teams won. I can't complain. So All-Star Weekend.
Shelby,
Yeah,
are your teams in XFL 1-1?
both of them, yes.
See, you rode high. I rode high week 1. You rode high week 2, and now both of our teams are 1-1.
Right. Zach doesn't know who his other team is, so
Yeah, so I'm at least 2-0.
yeah. Well,
Wait, did St. Louis win?
St. Louis Battlehawks, no.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, they lost to Houston. Scotty, what are your two teams?
Guardians and the
Yeah.
Battlehawks.
So both of them lost.
Yeah.
Whoops.
They started the year off because Ta'amu, is that how do you say that this dude's name from Ole Miss, who's the quarterback for St. Louis?
Yes.
Ta'amu, _AMU. Yeah, whatever. Everyone was really excited for him to come out and play, but I'm jumping on the PJ Walker train. I don't care. I like the Houston.
Zach, you have the
Roughnecks.
DC Defenders and the LA Wildcats.
Oh, thank God.
How-
Okay,
how
so
the
I'm
Cats
claiming
doing?
the Roughnecks
Cats are 1-1.
just for my personal gain.
That
Okay, I can live with 3-1.
yeah. Yeah, you can have the personal Houston team, Scotty, but just for the record, no one picked them. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But I like PJ Walker. I don't even know a single other player on that team. A single other player.
All right. Doghouse the week done. All-Star Weekend. What did you guys think? Just first, if I asked you, if I sat you down in a chair, swung my leg over your shoulder, and said, "How'd you feel about the All-Star Weekend?" What would your first thing to say?
Besides,
If you swung your leg over my shoulder, yeah. Besides, look at that lap hog. I would say,
That wasn't funny.
yeah, it wasn't. It was. It really was not.
Zach
funny.
cracked open his own joke. I'm like, I don't even get it.
you swung your leg over my shoulder,
Correct.
and you don't get.
Look
Okay.
at that lap hog.
It's a good visual,
Yeah.
and I'm just like
leg
picturing some Dr.
on my
Seuss movement.
on my shoulder, and you have your crotch in my face. You don't get that? Okay.
Just
Zach, or Shelby, I want you to put your leg over Zach's shoulder like the Grinch's smile. Just like your leg in the same movement when the Grinch evilly smiles. Just going over Zach's shoulder. So hey buddy, what'd you think of the All-Star Week?
yeah, Zach. Picture that scenario. We have Sidney Lou Who in the background, and Jim Carrey smiles, and my leg,
I'm getting hard.
my size 11 shoe is in your ear.
What?
And what would your first thought be about the All-Star Weekend?
Aaron Gordon did not clear Taco Fall.
Yeah, that's what I hate. That like it turned into like the Spider-Man meme of pointing at each other on Twitter, where it was like people mocking the people that said Taco Fall he didn't clear Taco Fall, but the thing was he didn't. So like the dunk shouldn't be hyped as much.
Yeah. I thought that, and the most underhyped dunk was that 360 dunk from Dwight Howard.
Oh, Howard was
Who-
good. I'm excited to watch him in it.
Yeah.
Scotty, what'd you think?
I think Derek Jones Jr. deserved the trophy.
Yeah.
But I also think Aaron Gordon did too because he scored all 50s before that final round. I think he got screwed. I really do think he should have won. I don't know. I don't understand the problem with just like giving it to both of them. I really don't. I don't understand why they couldn't just split it. Like why is it because of Vegas? Just have everyone push. Like it's to me that that's kind of a fluke. I think that Vegas intervened. I don't know. That's conspiracy speaking. But dude, like, I don't understand. I think like maybe one of the judges weren't supposed to put him at a 9, or the other one thought the other one was going to do 10, and they both ended up doing 9. But I think they wanted it to go in to make it a coaching decision or a judge's decision, and then it, they.
Well, I'll say I don't think Derek Jones. That's his name, right? I forgot his name earlier. Yeah, he
Derek Jones Jr. I believe.
Did he try to jump from the free throw line?
Yeah, and he took one step in.
Yeah, so like I didn't get that because like I think as like great as that is, and I can't touch the rim or the backboard, but like if you jump from the free throw line, jump from the free throw line. Jump from the free throw line.
Well, he was pissed about it too, and I agree. They gave him like a 48, and I was like, okay, Aaron Gordon has scored nothing but 50s. If he jumps over Taco Fall, he didn't clear him, right? Like, but Taco Fall, like if he didn't clear like the full head of him, but he did get as high as like midway through his head, and he did land, and he like Taco Fall didn't have to like bend over all too much.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that if
clipped him on top.
I know, but that's the game of inches. It's that if you're gonna get Taco Fall out there, you gotta clear him.
Right.
If you're gonna jump from the free throw line, jump from the free throw line.
My favorite tweet of the night was someone's just like, man, Taco Fall he went out in public, got all snazzy with the striped pants just to be brought out of here, and then embarrassed and barely everyone blames him for being too tall. This dude never going out in public again.
And he got nuts on his head.
That's true. He got
exactly.
Nice lap hog. Nice lap hog, Eric Gordon. Get it?
How pissed are Aaron Gordon bettors as well as like Devin Booker bettors for the 3-point competition?
Scotty, I told you I was almost a Devin Booker bettor. I said it was a lock.
Yeah, you were.
And then last second I opted out. I would have been heated. But I also can't be that mad if I bet it because I rewatched Devin Booker's round and he airballed a 3 in the corner.
Wow.
That should be minus points.
In his sweet spot too.
Yeah. That should be minus points.
Yeah, leave it to a Kentucky player to let you down when you have money on the line.
How about Bam winning the skills challenge? I think he was like one of the worst odds to win it.
Yeah, plus 1,200.
Wow.
And like Dwayne
Two
Wade,
Heat players.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade got a nice freezing cold take because like he pulled up from 3 and Dwayne Wade's like he's not a shooter and he just drained the 3 to win the whole thing.
Hey, you know, I had a buddy who's a Heat fan. He bet on Duncan Robinson to win a 3-point competition and didn't bet the other Heat. I was like, bro, you picked the wrong Heat player.
Oh, no.
Literally the other 2 Heat players won the other competitions.
You know, like the Heat are one of like the best teams against the spread.
Yeah.
It's like them and the Thunder.
Probably. Yeah, the Thunder.
Yeah, well, the
Thunder
they're just undervalued in every game, and they play to the level of competition just about every game.
Yeah. No, it's just
weird. But
weird.
then when they play like good competition or like solid competition, they're always favored by a ton. Whereas like they'll play the Suns and be like 12-point favorites. I'm like, they're not winning by 12 against the Suns.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them like every time they're on the road. There's an account that always is like the Thunder are the best road team against the spread, and they play like these tough teams. Like they play the Lakers on the road and like lose by 2. You know, that's what,
right.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. The All-Star game itself, the over hit, but I don't like the walk-off free throw. That was a little anticlimactic.
I didn't really watch it, if I'm being honest. I don't really mind All-Star games.
Well,
I really like All-Star games, but this one I know is
to my defense,
taking a leg up.
I didn't start watching it until, which was probably the best way to do it, it was like as soon as I turned it on to catch the rest of it, it said first team to 157 wins. So I was like, okay, I can follow that. But apparently the scoring system was weird, and we have talked about it before, and I wouldn't have understood it if I was watching the whole thing. But
because it can't be just like a set 157, right? Because then the over would never hit or always hit.
Well, no, because the team the over was 303. So if it was 157, if it was 157 to 140, the over wouldn't hit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, both teams have to score in that scenario, and they did. The team LeBron won by 2, but I don't know how the scoring system worked. The first, the score it was something about the score resetting. I don't want to go back and get into it, but I just know how it ended. Like in an All-Star game, that was fantastic because both teams were like playing defense. They were taking charges. They played for charity, and then Like, I just didn't like the end that it ended on an Anthony Davis free throw.
Yeah, it was a good Kobe. What's it? Good respect to Kobe, playing competitive. Actually, who won MVP? Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard.
He was like one of the worst odds too.
It was like plus 2,000.
Yep.
Yeah, Giannis was the favorite to win. Yeah, Kawhi went out and killed.
How did Giannis do?
Who was the favorite to win?
Giannis.
You mean Giannis?
No, Giannis.
Okay. That's
because
big Bucks fan over here.
That is culturally insensitive at best.
You know his little brother played for Dayton, right?
No, we know it's Giannis. Giannis. We can call him what we want. It's our podcast. It's our show.
Thank you, Scotty.
I'm sorry, Giannis.
Zach grammar policing over here just to
not grammar policing. I'm just trying to keep you guys from getting hashtag canceled.
If they wanted to cancel me, they'd cancel me by now.
If they knew who I was, they'd cancel me by now.
All right.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, Grambling State plays tonight, and they're underdogs against Texas Southern. So you guys might want to jump on that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I always like feel like Grambling State is a good team to bet on because they're one word away from gambling state. So you might want to jump on that plus 220 while you have that.
Zach, you were quiet over the weekend when it came to betting. Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just
needed a break.
I know you're working, so
yeah.
Working on the weekend.
I didn't even fade myself with our Dayton bet, which would have went well if I had faded myself because wrong on both counts.
Yeah. The gambling.
Is this a wash, Shelby? Is this a whole bet with you and Zach a wash at this point?
I think I have to win out.
Well, no. I mean, you got to be pretty good. Who did Dayton just play?
They just played UMass.
Okay, and they were like plus
13.5.
Plus 13.5. So that didn't hit because UMass almost came back and made it clinch your ass time.
One of those it was one of those classes just like that Richmond game. Like it's one of those classic Dayton road game wins where it's like you should beat the fuck out of them, but it was ugly.
Zach, here's a tip of advice for someone who sucks at gambling. Here's what you need to do. You need to stop like fading yourself. You just need to be confident in your pick. Because if you fade yourself in one aspect and then you tell Shelby something else, you're always gonna get one wrong in that scenario. I feel like it's one's gonna hit and the other won't.
Right, but I'd rather the bet that I place elsewhere be the one that hit, and that's why I go with the one that I feel isn't gonna happen.
You need to ride or die your pick.
Wait, so do I get
because
your
you're not
best
having
pick
any
or
fun
not?
gambling.
Do I get your best pick or not?
You get the pick I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
And then my gut reaction. This is what I feel like
money
is gonna
on
happen.
something you don't think is going to happen.
Exactly.
That sounds bad
because
too.
I don't know what I'm doing, and it worked well for me for a while. I got I was winning for a while. Let's just say that.
For someone who doesn't know what he's doing, for someone who doesn't know what he's doing, and he makes this bet to make a parlay of the over and the total, and he's like, "Oh, I can go over 50%." Like someone who goes over 50% all year on a team for the spread and the over under is a sharp. That never happens.
The sharpest.
That never happens.
Well, I think it should also be stated that when I made that bravado-ridden bet with Shelby, Dayton had just beat the hell out of North Florida. I hit a bet that I had just placed, and I had
you
5
thought
beers
you might
at
never
the game.
lose again. As I remember, Shelby told me that you coming out there like bragging to like everyone you met. They're like, "Hey, did you guys know I just won a bet of the over under?"
No, I was bragging to Jenna because my wife Jenna because she gave me so much shit for putting $45 into the Bet DSI account, and then I ended up winning the bet. So I was like, "In your fucking face."
So do you want
Zach,
an update
have you seen
on
that
this?
money since?
Yes, I have. Sitting every day sitting in my Bet DSI account.
So an update, Zach. You want the good news? Just say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Total. You're betting Dayton. You've done 12 games, and if you combine your record on the spread and the total, you're 13 and 11.
Wow.
But the parlay, you're 3 and 9.
Yeah.
So, and you were 2-2 at one point, so you are 1 for your last 8.
But if he wins 2 in a row, or 3 in a row, then he's right back in it.
No, he would be 6-9 at that point.
Oh, 6-9. But
he needs to hit.
He needs to win over
parlays.
50%.
He needs to. If he hit his next 7 parlays, he would be 10-9.
Oh, he needs to be over. He needs to be
over 500.
Yeah, and Dayton only has 1, 2, 3, 4,
and
5,
then
6
tourney.
more games. So yeah,
then
I can't.
The tourney.
Yeah, right.
So I think if you lose like 1 more, I think we're just calling it.
Yeah.
So
easiest bet.
Dayton's only -3 for tomorrow's game. Oh,
really?
Easy.
Against who?
VCU.
At
That's
VCU.
a good one. That's
Have you guys bet Grambling State yet?
I'm literally thinking about it.
Over under 143.5.
I wanted to take.
So Zach looks at the over under. He's like, "Oh, I have to add this in a parlay."
Yeah, dude, that's my favorite thing about Zach is he's so confident about one thing, and then he throws another thing he's not even close to confident in a parlay. And it's like, well, it's more money. Thank God. All right.
God, with VCU's defense, I don't know about that 143.5. Ugh. All right.
And then yesterday,
Grambling State, baby.
Yesterday, I was 2-0 on bets that I didn't place. That I thought about in my head that I was too chicken to do.
All right, Michael Scott.
I'm 10-0 on bets I never make.
Yeah, I said East Carolina. There's no way UC blows out East Carolina after they just beat Memphis in overtime. They only won by 3. And then I was like riding the XFL unders in the very first game. I was tricked out of it because I was like, Josh Johnson, Landry Jones, they're both back. No way. This game's a high scoring. This is a touchdown fest, and it was 17-9. So
yeah,
hand up on me. I didn't.
So what's the XFL do? Like, what's the XFL do now? Like, do you or as far as gambling lines go, are the over unders going to go down to just like 41.5?
They're going to go, I would say, high 30s, low 40s.
Yeah.
Except for
Houston.
Houston.
Every game's a Steelers game.
Except for Houston, I think Houston will stay in the 40s. But
did you like that throw from PJ Walker?
That was good. Yeah. But
that was just as good as anything Pat Mahomes threw this year.
Hashtag bitter.
It just looked like a basic Lamar Jackson throw. Like, I'm not that impressed by.
It didn't hit a fan in the stands, so no, it didn't.
PJ Walker didn't look like a running back when he threw it.
Right, he wasn't 20 yards up the field when he threw it, so because he's a running back.
Did either of your guys' teams go 14-2? Just checking, asking for a friend.
Hey, out of all of our teams, who's the last to win a Super Bowl?
You went 14-3. You just played one extra game. Congrats. I got that so many times when the Bengals went to the playoffs 5 straight years. Be like, oh, congrats, you played one extra game. And I'd be like that little kid who sits at the table and just shakes the table real hard. Because they were so right.
Like, laugh as you're shaking the table like with a smile, but just pissed.
Yeah. We had a great regular season.
Yeah. Verbal meme, like me with, I'm Joaquin Phoenix with the clown makeup on, and like the piece of makeup, the piece of makeup that I'm putting on is like Bengals season, and then like my face being like one extra week,
a Bengals tiger,
and then like the mirror has like people on Twitter just reminding me that my season lasted just one extra week.
All right, we need to create that. By the way, Zach, I didn't give you enough doggage for the Ravens losing, and so they lost against the Titans in the worst way possible. How do you let a team that was like the best team in the NFL, MVP, and go out like a bum?
I mean, I don't know.
Scrubs.
It's definitely a tough loss, but I would definitely take this season over the Broncos season any day.
I got Drew Lock.
Any day of the week.
I'll take having day of the week. I'll have Drew Lock rapping to Young Jeezy over Lamar Jackson's shitty playoff win.
I'll take
Joe. Loss, sorry.
Yeah,
I'll take Joe Burrow. I'll take Joe Burrow smoking a cigar over Lamar Jackson being the next Andy Dalton in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, there you go, dude.
He's not, because Lamar Jackson already won MVP and Andy Dalton was never even in the running.
But how many? Playoff
we have
wins
silver
does he
linings.
Have? How many playoff wins does he have? Because
doesn't matter.
In terms of Andy Dalton, he's already halfway there.
MVP.
Halfway there.
MVP.
Marty.
Yeah. Marty, I'm scared.
You said it.
Marty. All right, Astros cheating scandal.
Marty.
If I ever kill someone, I want Rob Manfred to help me dispose of the body because he's an expert of digging graves. So baseball's commissioner is like just backpedaling on this Astros investigation. He doubled down on attacking the reporter who broke the story, being like, "Oh, congrats, you uncovered a letter that wasn't meant for you. Congratulations, good reporting." That was like his exact quote. It's like he. Though it's gonna be hilarious when the Astros their suspensions doled out because people are intentionally hitting the Astros with 95-mile-an-hour fastballs, but there were no suspensions handed out for cheating the entire game.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was talking baseball. But yeah, the Astros now Altuve says Carlos Correa said Altuve had an unfinished tattoo.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't
Oh
want to
yeah,
shoot
and then they looked at 2019 of a picture of him on the beach looking sus with no tattoo on his collarbone.
Zach, is this making baseball more fun for you that like now you would kind of consider following the drama? Maybe not watching the games, but
I'll follow the drama. Like this has been like it's great watching. Like I actually watched that whole video of what's his face? Like was he the owner of the Astros or the GM or something? Just contradicting himself like within 50 seconds.
Yeah, he said, in my opinion, it didn't affect the game. And then the guy's like, "You said it didn't affect the game? It obviously did." He's like, "I never said that." He's like, I just never said that. We'll leave it at that. He's like,
the dude doubles down and is true to himself.
Yeah, I kind of respect it, honestly.
You know, you gotta respect him.
I might watch. Like, how many times do we have the schedules for next season yet? Like, how many times do the Astros play the Dodgers?
They don't.
Because I'm gonna watch every single. They don't.
No, I don't believe so.
Ugh.
But Zach, the Astros are still going to be a good team, and the All-Star game is going to be at the Dodger Stadium.
How do you have 160 something games and you don't play every team in the MLB?
Because you play like your division, you play each team.
I agree. That is.
It is. You really should.
That's the worst part about baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you play your own division, I think like 19 times. Each team in the division 19 times, and then you play each team in your league. So it'd be like in the NFL, your conference.
Right.
So you play them home and away. So that's 6 or 7 games, and then you play one division. It's like the NFL. They play one division that's in the other conference. That's how it works in Major League Baseball. And I don't think this is the year the Dodgers play the Astros division.
It's fucking dumb.
Yep.
But like I said, it's going to be great because everyone's going to be watching the All-Star game at the Dodger Stadium, and they go and introduce every All-Star individually, and they're sorted by teams. So if there's 4 Astros on the All-Star team, they will go up and down the first baseline and say,
"Bro, they're
Jose
gonna get
Altuve
stabbed.
yeah.
They're gonna get stabbed in the dugout."
Yeah, that's gonna be must watch. So Zach,
I love how every baseball fan is just, or every baseball player are coming out and just being like, "Yeah, they're thugs. They suck. Like they're cheaters."
Yeah.
And they're all just talking mad shit about the Astros.
Astros-
Who was it? Just most recently, was it Syndergaard who was talking shit?
I don't know if it was Syndergaard.
It was Trevor Bauer. He talked.
Trevor
Bauer.
Bauer.
Oh, and someone from the Dodgers, like
Cody Bellinger.
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite thing, I think the Astros might be the first professional sports team to ever be canceled by its own sport.
They might be canceled.
Well, what's was it the commissioner of the MLB? He was like, he was talking about
They're canceled.
When the World Series, like it's just a piece of metal or something like that.
Gosh.
Talking about the.
It wouldn't surprise me. That guy.
What an idiot.
He was talking about the pennant or whatever it is that they win when they win the World Series.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's just winning the World Series. A pennant is when you win.
What's the trophy called?
No idea. I don't know if it has a name, but the winning your league.
I thought it was the pennant.
Winning your league means you win the pennant.
Yeah.
Like winning an AFC championship would be the equivalent of winning the pennant. Right. But yeah, Jose Altuve's home run where he said, "Don't take my jersey off," that was to win the pennant.
And then he said, "I've got a piece on."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a scrub.
Yeah.
Talking about his tattoo.
Yeah, that's
obviously
in like the Astros owner and Manfred, like in the scheme of like making things worse, it was one of the greatest performances of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for them.
And I feel bad for the
congrats
Astros
congrats on that.
because they won that right after that awful hurricane, and it was great for the city of Houston and all that. And then now for them to like everyone to just absolutely fuck the Houston piece of shit, and it's like we're like some parts of Houston are still kind of recovering in many aspects from that awful hurricane, but everyone's like, no, that's not in the back of anybody's mind. Everyone's like, fuck Houston, fuck them.
But spin zone it, kind of sad. Spin zone it like they still had that moment of glory for 2 years that they were champions before it was tainted. So would you guys take a championship for your favorite team if in 2 years they got caught for cheating, but they wouldn't get it? They wouldn't get it taken away. Because I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! If it didn't get taken away, if it got officially taken away, then no. But like, if I could always be like, but it wasn't taken away, so fuck you.
Right.
Like you can always just but then in your back pocket.
You automatically receive an L for any argument against your team about your team.
But that's what I'm saying.
Give a shit as long as we still officially have it. If I can keep the banner up in the stadium, I could give a shit.
But that's the Jekyll and Hyde of it, is that you have that 2 years where you're on top of the mountain. You'll I don't care. Like my team just won a World Series. Would you take those 2 years of glory for the rest of the ridicule of other fans dissing your team, but the banner stays up? I think I would.
Yeah, because the glory wears off, man. Like as a Broncos fan,
nobody but Ravens fans give a shit about the 2012 Super Bowl that we won like a year after it was done. Right. So for sure, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good debate.
So, yeah, I think you know who is another doghouse in this whole thing is Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah,
because Manchester. Got like after they cheated or something like that.
Oh yeah, they're in big
I don't know
trouble.
what did they do? What did the soccer team do?
Who gives a shit about soccer? But they're in trouble.
Sure. Yeah, really. Who gives a fuck? So they fucked up somehow, and they're like banned from the league for 2 years. Like the whole team, like banned from competing for a championship.
They can't play in the Europa or whatever it is that they do.
Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You can't play in Who Gives a Shit Bowl. So anyway, I'm sorry. There's some soccer fans. They can't play in Someone Gives a Shit Bowl. So B-Dubs, I guess, quoted the tweet that they were banned, and they were like, they said something along the lines, "This is how you punish teams that cheat." It's just subtweeting the Astros essentially, which is like a fine tweet in my opinion. And then I guess like after one night, like the whole city of Houston said that they were gonna like ban B-Dubs or boycott B-Dubs. It's like one guy who no, you won't after a week.
Exactly. Well, there was one guy that cut up his B-Dubs gift card, and it's like, okay, so B-Dubs sold the gift card, and now they don't have to give you any food for it. You idiot.
Right. Yeah. What an idiot.
That's like when they were. That's like when they were burning NWA's CDs in that movie, and they were just like, they bought the things. Like, who cares? Like,
the reason B-Dubs
you don't get it's not like Spotify today where you get residuals every time it's played. Like you sell the CD, that's all the money you're gonna get for that CD. Like you could give a fuck if they burn it.
That's what what's funny. I googled why is Manchester City banned, and they the explanation is they've been banned for the next 2 seasons after being found to have committed serious breaches of club licensing and financial fair play regulations. I don't want to play that. I don't want to read that. I don't even care. Like that.
Yeah. I don't even know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that.
And I don't care to find
out.
Small
nap when you
right. Like I'll literally I'll still be a Manchester City fan. I don't care. Like, but the Astros when it comes out, it's like they were banging trash cans because they knew what pitch was coming. It's like, oh, that's more juicy. That's a medium rare ribeye to me. It's like I'll read that. Screw the Astros.
Yeah. So. The reason Buffalo Wild Wings are in a doghouse in this regard is because after they tweeted that, you can't go back. You can't just put your tail between your legs. You got to stand by that. Yeah, dude. The day after they say they replied to the former tweet and said, "So last night was the roast of Buffalo Wild Wings, courtesy of the city of Houston, and honestly, we deserved it. Well done, H-Town, for." Coming to your team's defense, and we're sorry about what we posted.
Oh my
God. Take a page out of President Trump's book. You never apologize for saying anything or doing anything. You double down on that shit, and nobody cares.
That's the ultimate social media.
The second you apologize, you are in big trouble.
Now
like, you gotta own that shit.
Now it's like you could reverse it and be like, now the rest of America is boycotting B-dubs for apologizing, and then they'll go back and be like, then they'll apologize for apologizing at the first place.
Wait a minute. We don't know what we're doing.
It's like, do you want the whole country mad at you or just Houston? It's like just a bunch of, like, it's like, oh no, El Paso, Texas is mad at us. It's like, let's, like, staff meeting stat. Conference room 5 minutes.
Meanwhile, the other wing places in
Meanwhile, Buffalo Wings and Rings are just rubbing their hands together, like, "Oh, this is the moment we've been waiting for."
No, I mean like literally Plucker's Wing Bar in Austin, Texas. Replied to this tweet just with an LOL. So
hold on,
they're obviously banking.
I'm so confused. Guys, go to Twitter. Wait a minute.
I'm at Twitter.
Okay. So, like, there's a Buffalo Wild Wings account with 600.
We type in www.
677,000 followers.
Yeah.
But there's also another one that's verified that has 356.
OM? I don't know what OM is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like in different countries, dude. It's like per country.
It's different countries.
It's like OM. You could. Come on, duh. It's like AE, whatever that is.
Okay.
There's definitely. Yeah, I don't know.
I was just confused for a second. I thought they lost. Like,
I didn't know it was national.
Followers. Like, whoa. Okay.
Nah, dude. No, I mean Buffalo Wild Wings. Anyone who thinks Buffalo Wild Wings is not the best wing loses all credibility.
To me too, but I think Zach's probably one of those guys. Zach's probably one of those guys like, oh, Roosters is better. Like Frickers is better.
What? Oh no, Roosters and Frickers are disgusting. But the best wing
Wingstop.
and I'm like, no, I hate Wingstop too. The best
it's like this
wing.
little local place that I go to. Like it was Little Sty Park. Jenna and I went there. And like it was like
nope.
Tuesday.
It's B&B. B&B has my favorite
God.
wings.
No one
by
knows
far.
who that is.
I know, but
favorite corporate wing, Zach. Favorite corporate wing. Favorite corporate wing.
Corporate.
Not a random gas station in Waynesville. Whose wings aren't that good.
Corporate. So good. I guess Buffalo Wild Wings, but their wings aren't.
Zach, stop.
Fantastic.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Buffalo Wild Wings should sponsor us because honestly, they need it right now.
I would kill people.
They could use it
sometimes. Best ranch, best sauces.
Oh, dude, they have
their
by far
sauces
the
are
best
great.
ranch ever.
Oh,
dude, I will get their ranch on my.
I don't know. Hey,
you could put a pile of shit on my desk. You just dip it in ranch.
Outback Steakhouse's ranch.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Outback have two ranches that are like very comparable. That I wouldn't want to pick that for my life.
Last time I got B-dubs, it's got to be mine.
Last time I got B-dubs, I literally looked up how to buy B-dubs ranch just to have it.
I have.
You got to make it.
I've been doing that. I've been going to B-dubs and buying ranch.
Real quick, have you guys had the street tacos there?
No, because I get wings when I go.
That's the last thing. That's the last thing I would get if I.
I know. It's like I know that's not what you go there for. But if you ever like want to get something on the side, or you just
side order of street tacos.
Actually, unless you want unless you guys are like having trouble deciding your third entree.
If you're a fat fuck like me and you can't get enough of the 12 wings that you get. No, yeah, it's really good. I'm just saying, it's really, and the cheese curds are good. I know I'm not helping my case, but we don't fat shame on this podcast.
No, that's not true.
The street tacos and the cheese curds are fantastic. All right, and we are back with everybody's favorite new segment. It is the NFL's God damn it.
Keep this in.
We're off to a great start.
Keep this in the pod.
Great start.
No edits.
Yeah. But yep. I will, but I won't, but I will. Okay. Yeah, we're back with Family Feud, everybody's favorite game
Is that a pterodactyl at the beginning of that?
Hey, at least I didn't have a racist voice, Scotty. Okay.
That's low.
It is NFL Family Feud. Well, it was low when you denigrated an entire race of people.
What?
Okay.
Why don't you shine
Black
more
History
light on
Month
it,
too, Scotty? Come on. Okay. All right. We have Dermer family against the Moore family. Why don't we get our first two contestants up here, Shelby and Scotty? How we doing?
Good. What word are we? What word are we? What word are we gonna?
That was my
DM?
That was my strategy.
All right. Whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Send me whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I want to do
less.
pillow.
I like pillow.
Sounds good. You go blanket.
Damn it, that does sound good.
Fuck. What do we do? Shit.
All right, I'm going blanket.
Fuck.
Oh.
All right.
Scotty's locked in on
I'm doing
pillow. Okay. The last word of this question is pick. That is P-I-C-K, pick.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Contestants, are you ready?
Oh, born.
Yeah.
Born like this.
All right. Here we go. Who will be the number 3 draft pick?
Shit. Scotty.
Scotty!
I didn't even. I went to the DMs to where I was DMing only Scotty.
Let's go.
All right, Scotty. What hopeful college player will end up being the number 3 pick?
Okuda. That Ohio State cornerback.
Okuda. Yep. Ding, ding, ding. Number 2 answer worth 29 points.
Number 2,
Scotty, you
really?
gonna pass or play?
I'm gonna play.
All right. Okay. We are over to the Moore family. Top 5 answers on the board.
No, not
Already
true
have-
because he got the second
Yeah, so
one.
there's
So
there's 4 answers, right?
I said top 5 answers on the.
Are there 6
interrupted
total?
Me, you piece
Oh.
of shit. No, there are 5, and I was saying top 5 answers on the board. You've already selected number 2, Okuda, worth 29 points.
so then 2 would not be on the board. Okay.
The other 4 are left on the board. Shelby, you couldn't even figure out how to work the Twitter app, so why don't you shut your fucking trap? Scotty, why don't you go ahead and give me what your guess is?
Spicy
Just
for
seemed kinda
contestants. It's kind of mean, but I'm gonna go with Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, show me Tua. Ding, ding, ding. Number 1 answer worth 37 points. All right, we got
Christ.
3 answers left on the board. Who you got there, Scotty?
Chase Young.
Taking number 3. Let's see. Show me Chase Young. He's definitely going number 2.
Yes,
Nobody thought Chase Young would go number 3. All right. 1 wrong answer. 3 answers still left on the board. Who you got there, Scotty?
Let's go with, Justin Herbert.
Show me Justin. Ding, ding, ding. Number 4 answer. Justin Herbert worth 12 points.
Shit.
2 answers still left on the board. Number 3 and 5. 1 wrong answer. What'll it be there, Scott?
Oh man, I'm having trouble here. Is it? Give me Joe Burrow.
Show me Joe Burrow.
Shit.
He's definitely going number 1. All right,
Hey,
2 wrong answers. 1 wrong answer left. Be careful here, Scotty. You still got 2 left. Who you got?
Is it Andrew Thomas? I think his name is the offensive lineman.
Show me who the fuck is Andrew Thomas. All right.
He's definitely
Oh, God.
Shelby, you piece of
mocked him
shit.
like
You got a
everything.
chance to steal.
Oh my God.
Who you
Okay.
got?
We're gonna go with Isaiah Simmons, Clemson linebacker.
Show me Isaiah Simmons.
Yes.
I want to hear
All
these.
right.
Jerry Judy.
All right. Scotty, you got
78
Tua
points.
Tagovailoa, Jeffrey Okuda, and Justin Herbert. Number 3 answer, Jerry Judy, worth 20 points. Number 5 answer, CeeDee Lamb, worth 2 points.
Interesting.
Zach,
So-
quick question. Can I ask one?
Go ahead.
Were these only players that you knew, or just players that you looked up?
No, I looked at. I
At a
looked
mock
at.
draft?
I looked at Mel Kiper's big board, and I picked who I thought would go number 3.
I got you.
All right, so Scotty, you have. Let me do some quick math here.
78.
On my 78. You've got 78 points. Good for you, bud. All right, so we're going
Thanks,
to our
Harvey.
next answer. And, look who we got. It's Shelby and Scotty.
Hey!
Who would have thought?
Glad to be
All
here,
right.
Harv.
Shelby, do you understand how cell phones work, and are you ready to message in?
Yeah.
All right, just wanted to make sure. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, you know what was
I know
funny
you have
is
trouble
that
with that, too.
it's because as soon as you started reading, I went to type blanket, and I knew that was against the rules, so I backed out of it. For some reason, went to another DM with Scotty, and that's where the mess up happened. So go ahead.
And her sister
Okay,
was
Grandpa.
a witch.
All right.
The Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
Whoever thought. Okay. The last word of this is going to be. Well, that might give it away.
This last word might give away all 6 answers.
It's gonna be the name of this player.
Okay.
So as soon as you hear the last name of a player,
Okay.
I already hate this. All right.
Okay. All right. We surveyed 100 people. Top 5 answers on the board.
Sounds racist.
Who are the top suitors for cornerback Slay? Ooh, Scotty in with pillow seconds before Shelby. All right. Who you got there, Scotty?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Show me Eagles. Ding, ding, ding. Number 1 answer on the board with 40 points. Scotty, do you want to pass or play?
I'm going to pass.
Oh, okay. All right. We're going over the Dermer family.
How many points was the Eagles?
40.
Wow.
So, all right. Yeah. They're the most likely destination by, according to the 100 people that we surveyed. 40% of them, to be precise. All right, Dermer family, how are you guys doing? Not great on the first round, but you know what? There's plenty of time to come back.
Well, the good thing about a hole is we like to hit them.
Okay. All right. Top 5. Next 4 answers on the board. Out of 5.
Yeah.
Eagles already off the board. Number 1 answer. So there are 2 through 5 left. If you need me to spell it out for you. Who you got?
Indianapolis Colts.
Show me Colts. All righty. Colts not up there. 1 wrong answer.
Clearly.
Still got 4 more left on the board.
All right, that's fine. Go with Houston Texans.
Show me Houston. Ding, ding, ding.
Holy shit.
Number 3 answer. Houston Texans worth 17 points.
All right,
All righty.
now we're cooking.
All right.
Now we're cooking.
Buffalo Bills.
1 wrong answer. All right. Show me Buffalo. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, fuck.
Number 2 answer worth 23 points. Buffalo Bills. You were off to a rough start, but now you're cooking. 2 right answers in a row, 1 wrong answer, 2 left on the board. Who you got, Dermer?
I forgot how many points the Bills were.
23. I just said it.
All right, Miami Dolphins.
Show me Miami.
Arr.
All right. 2 answers still left on the board. 2 wrong answers. Starting to heat up. Who you got, Shelby?
Las Vegas Raiders.
Show me Raiders.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Chance to steal Mr. Moore.
Denver
Top suitors
Broncos.
for... Okay, let's see. Show me Broncos. Yes. All right.
He's like definitely the number 1.
Shelby,
Yeah, they're
you got
80.
well, you don't get the 40 for the Eagles because you didn't answer.
No,
that,
yes, I
right?
do.
You
I
do?
get all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Does
Okay.
not?
80 points.
It's all
to
or
Team
nothing for each
Gerber.
team.
Okay. We may
Okay,
have to
can I
go
can
back
I
and
can I get
review
another
that.
guess? But it doesn't count.
No. Oh, sure.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the number 5 answer worth 6 points. Number 4 answer was the San Francisco 49ers worth 14 points.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I almost went with 6 teams. I was going to put the Vikings at the end, but
I mean, you know the Broncos
That's a
are
good
talked
one.
about in all
Yeah.
studios and all media platforms to be traded to. Darius Slay's targeted to the Broncos and everything.
Apparently,
So
the people he surveyed didn't see that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I guess
they don't
not.
read the news.
Or they're just not dumbasses that are fans of the Broncos. Okay, next topic. Let me get my next contestants from the Dermer and the Moore family. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. The last word of this question is playoffs. Playoffs? All right. Scotty, are you ready?
Yep.
Shelby, are you ready?
We're a drinking team with a football problem. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Top coaches that must make the playoffs next season.
That wasn't the end.
I know. I fucked that up. Shelby Dermer. Holy shit.
Oh wait, I have pillow. I got it on mine. It says pillow.
I have it on mine as I want it.
Yeah, according to the judge, Shelby got it first.
Okay.
All right. Shelby, I know I messed up on the last word. I apologize, but I was trying to be more specific.
So it's you said
answer.
coaches, correct?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Top coaches that must make the playoffs next season
We'll go with
to keep their job.
Mike Zimmer.
Show me Mike Zimmer. Ding, ding, ding. Number 5 answer on the board, and I forgot to say there are the top 5 answers. You got number 5, Mike Zimmer, with 8 points. Would you like to pass or play?
We'll play.
Alrighty, we're heading on over to the Dermer family. Haven't been over here much today. All right.
Literally
Top
been
5,
over there
top
more.
4 answers still on the board. We've already got 8 points. Shelby, who else you got?
Dan Quinn.
All right. Would you show me the Falcons piece of shit, Dan Quinn? Ding, ding, ding. Number 3 answer, Dan Quinn with 18 points.
It's gonna be too easy.
Off to a hot start, Mr. Dermer. All right, Mr. Dermer.
Matt
Who do you
Patricia.
got?
Matt Patricia.
All right. Show me that pencil-eared piece of shit, Matt Patricia. Ding, ding, ding. Number 4 answer worth 12 points. You are killing it,
This
Dermer
sucks.
family.
This is like too easy.
All right, Mrs. Dermer. Who you got?
Matt Nagy.
All right, show me Matt Nagy Dubbers.
What the fuck? All right, that was
Chicago, a bunch of self-hating pieces of shit. Apparently, they love to be bad.
Okay, fair
Why
enough.
don't you go ahead? You got 1 wrong answer. You still have 2 correct answers left on the board.
Let's go with Adam Gase.
All right. Ding, ding, ding. Show me Adam Gase.
Fuck it.
What the fuck?
People
Scotty,
in New
did
York
you think that
apparently
was
also
him?
self-hating.
Kind of. I did not initially, but I kind of do.
Damn.
All right, 2 wrong answers, 2 right answers still left on the board. Who's it
Anthony
gonna
Lynn.
be, Mr. Dermer?
Fuck.
Show me Anthony Lynn.
Wow.
Fuck is going on?
Holy shit.
Zach,
All right,
text me the 2.
Oh man, I don't even know.
Okay. Scott,
Zach,
all right.
text
Doug
me the 2
Marrone.
answers.
I will. Hang on. I have to text Shelby.
Shit.
The way he was like, all right, this is great radio. I'm just texting Shelby
Oh
real
come
quick.
on.
Okay, who's it gonna be? Mr.
Doug
Moore.
Marrone.
For the steal.
Shit.
Show me Doug Marrone.
Zach, you were literally the biggest piece of shit I know.
I would
All
not
right,
have picked the 2 that he.
Number 1 answer, Doug Peterson, the Eagles.
Wow.
Number 2 answer, Bill O'Brien, the Texans.
Doug Peterson.
Bill
made the
O'Brien was
playoffs,
just made
like,
the
last
GM of
3
the team.
years.
I know. No, if they don't make the playoffs next year, they're done.
Do you know Bill O'Brien was
And
just
Doug
made
Mar-
the GM of the whole team, and he's like literally has the full
Don't
control.
give a shit.
Oh, dude, Zach,
That's
you are
why I
so
didn't say
flawed
Bill
right now.
O'Brien.
All right, so
I only got 38 points out of that.
I can't believe this.
38 points. Okay, so Fast Money can still get it. All right, you had 80 plus it says 120 or 118.
Yep.
Zach, you son of a bitch.
Well, be better at guessing. I don't know what to tell you.
Doug Peterson.
All right. So this
Doug
means
Peterson.
that Scotty, you gotta get the fuck out of here.
With fucking bells on my ass.
Excuse yourself
piece
from
of
the
shit.
room. Yep, don't let the door hit you on the way ass.
Out the way ass?
Yep.
Don't let the door hit you in the vagina
right.
on the way out.
Okay. Is he gone? Who knows? I hope so. All right, it's fast money round. How you feeling, Dermer family?
After that initial hole, I think we're hanging in there, Mr. Beasley.
Like a phoenix from the ashes. Let's see if you can put it away.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
We surveyed 100 people for each of these 5 categories. You've just got just try to answer as fast as you can.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right. First question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And we're off. We surveyed 100 people. Coldest stadiums to play in.
Lambeau Field.
Hottest stadiums to play in.
Pass.
Heaviest players ever.
B.J. Raji.
Tom Brady's next team.
Patriots.
Teams that'll draft the worst next season.
Cleveland Browns.
All right.
Hold on, you go back.
Oh, yes, correct. Hottest stadiums to play in.
Tampa Bay, Raymond James Stadium. Tampa Bay Stadium.
All righty.
Is that okay?
Good job. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, no, that's fine. I just have to put your initials next to the answers that you made.
All right. How'd I do?
All right. Okay, so you had the number 1 answer for the coldest stadiums, Lambeau Field, worth 34 points. Hottest stadiums, you had the number 3 answer, Tampa Bay, Raymond James, worth 22 points. Heaviest players, did not get any of them.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's okay. I actually looked it up, like the actual numbers.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of went with like the number 1 was like, obviously this guy was the official heaviest, but other ones I went by like notoriety and weight.
I think I know who
because that's
number
how-
1 is.
Server. Who do you think?
Well, I don't want to. The fridge.
No,
Oh, okay.
you're good. Okay, and then Brady's next team, Patriots, number 1 answer, 41 points. And team that'll draft the worst, number 1 answer, Cleveland Browns, 33 points. So it's gonna be almost impossible for he'll have to get like the number 2 answer for all these and the one that you didn't get, number 1 answer for the one you didn't get.
All right, I got 130.
Okay. All right, I'll message him real quick. Again, fantastic radio. Oh, you hit it before I did. Damn, good job.
I got you.
Alrighty. There he is. Scotty, how you feeling?
Confident.
Ooh.
All right. I love the confidence. Okay, fast money round. We surveyed 100 people for these 5 categories. Just try to answer me as quick as you can.
Yep.
Are you ready?
I'm born ready.
Alrighty.
Made for this.
Number one question. Coldest stadiums to play in.
Lambeau Field.
Bet.
Kansas City.
Hottest stadiums to play in.
Los Angeles.
Heaviest players to ever play the game.
Dominic Pecco.
Tom Brady's next team.
The Patriots.
Bet.
The Raiders.
Teams that will draft the worst this draft.
Teams that the Lions.
Alrighty. Okay. So, number 1, you said Lambeau. Shelby had already guessed that. You said Kansas City. Not even on the board. Number 2, hottest stadiums. you said LA. Not on the board.
Okay.
It's like 70 degrees there year round. Heaviest players, you said Doma Top Echo. Not even on the board. Don't feel bad. Shelby didn't get that one either. Tom Brady's next team, you said Patriots. Shelby already guessed it. You said the Raiders. Number 3 answer worth 19 points.
There you go, buddy.
Shelby.
And number 5.
This is unfair. Like, shouldn't I have gone first if I was losing?
No.
That makes no sense. I should have definitely. I've always gone second too. I should have definitely gone first in this case.
Go back and listen. When have we ever had the losing person go first?
When have I ever gone first?
Yeah, I've always been losing, and I've always had to go second.
No, I beat you, Zach, and you went first.
No, I did not. I went second. I was in my own house, and I had to leave. I had to go stand out on the porch like a fucking bitch.
Oh, okay.
All right. You said the team that was gonna do the worst. Who did you say?
Lions.
I don't even remember.
Not even on the board.
Yeah, one. Yep, not even on the board. Okay,
These are
Shelby
dumbass
definitely
questions.
won that one, big time. So first question: coldest stadiums. Number 1 answer: Lambeau. Number 2: Soldier Field. Number 3: Buffalo, New York. Number 4: Cleveland. Number 5: Foxborough. Hottest stadiums: number 1 Miami. Number 2 Jacksonville. Number 3 Tampa. Number 4 Carolina. Number 5 Tennessee. Heaviest players to ever play the game.
You're an idiot.
What?
Tennessee's 5?
How? Yeah, if you think about the teams that like really hot, like Tampa, and Oakland, they have domes, so it's not hot in there.
Tampa Bay doesn't.
I know. Tampa was number 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have the
What was
3
the number 1
Florida
answer?
teams.
The Dolphins.
Miami.
Yeah, I didn't guess that.
Yeah.
I guessed it after, but no, dude. How have you ever been to an LA game?
It's 70 degrees there.
Year round. Yeah, because you've been, so you probably know. I see people sweat in those LA stadiums a lot.
That's it. Like if it's in December, I think LA they still have like short sleeves on, and like Tennessee they're bundled.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in August and September, when a lot of these games are played,
whatever.
Like during peak heat season, these places are hotter.
But I just feel like
on to the next one.
All right.
Okay, on to the next one. Heaviest players to ever play the game. Number 1 answer: Aaron Gibson was officially the heaviest player. I know he's not that popular, but he was officially the heaviest.
So that many
Number
people in
2,
the survey got him. Nice.
Terrell Brown. Number 3, Trent Brown. Number 4, Vince Wilfork, and number 5, Baker Mayfield with 1 point.
I was gonna say the bus, and I'm glad I didn't say it because.
I knew you'd like that one.
That was good.
Hey, okay, yeah. What are the teams that are most likely to draft bad? Because
number 4, the next one, Tom Brady's next team. Number 1 answer: the Patriots. Number 2, the Chargers. Number 3, the Raiders. Number 4, retire. Number 5, the Roughnecks.
Okay.
All right, with 1 point, by the way. Number 5, teams that'll draft the worst. Number 1 was the Browns, which Shelby got. Number 2 is the Jets. Number 3 is the Eagles. Number 4, the Jaguars. And number 5, the Cowboys.
Real quick, why do you hate the Eagles so much?
Because they have a horrible front office.
Okay.
Why? What makes them have a horrible front office?
They don't know how to draft.
Oh, but why? What's your proof? Oh no, Zach.
Oh, Zach.
Because
Oh,
that's
he's
the
got
way
you on
that
the
I
ropes.
feel, and that's all I have to tell you.
Oh no. Back to okay. You know what? I'm gonna win like a man, and I'm gonna lose like a man. But I'm gonna lose like a man by losing like a sore bitch. I'm salty because I feel like this wasn't fair. Because some of these
Scotty,
answers
it doesn't matter how you perceive your loss, just as long as you know it was a loss.
248 to 78 loss, and then I'm still undefeated in this piece.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean but I just don't think that Zach's like questions are good.
Yeah, but we know that coming in.
Or his answers. No, but like I just feel like there's an unfair advantage there. Because my coach of Doug Marrone should have definitely stolen all those points.
Okay, but my coaches of Adam Gase and Adam Gase and Matt Nagy, they're not on the.
I went more with coaches that have been there a little bit longer and have higher expectations. Like, who thinks that the Jaguars are actually going to make, or the Jets are actually going to make the playoffs next year? Like, not that many people. Who like if?
Well, then who thinks the Lions are going to make the playoffs? That not that many people. You have Patricia on there.
Well, I also feel like I should have stolen Darius Slay to the Broncos.
Oh well, I'm sorry that
that's
you're
like the
wrong.
top target in every list, in every online list.
I haven't. I
feel like you hold a
looked,
bias.
I googled
against me.
I googled it and I didn't see the Broncos mentioned once. So I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I guess we'll just agree to disagree.
Yeah, we will have to agree to disagree, but also you lost, so take that with will.
I didn't really lose.
Okay, well, whatever helps you sleep at night. Okay, is that our show?
That's our show.
Marty.